What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again, guys. Here at 2025 Austin Cindric Discount Tire Ford Mustang in the studio. Let's go ahead and check it out. And here we go, folks, with today's Diecast review. The Austin Cindric Discount Tire car in hand. And clearly one of the most iconic paint schemes of, well, I'd say the last 13 years. Whether it was Brad Kay, Ryan Blaney, now, of course, Austin Cindric. And then you think about all the Xfinity and Nationwide era events that, you know, it seemed like everybody at Penske drove for at one point. So just really an iconic livery in the sport. I'm glad to see it still sticking around. It's got Discount Tire Mustang 2025. Here's the box design. You got Austin Cindric. Is this the first Cindric diecast of 2025? Could be tripping on that. I think it is. And go to the other side of the box, and you have that as well. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and open up the diecast. I'll be right back. And here we go, folks, with today's diecast review. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. You don't have to. I'm kidding. Thumbs down? Okay, I understand. I'm kidding. Anyways, go over to the front of the diecast here. You got Discount Tire on the hood of the car. Again, massive W by Lionel, getting rid of the shadows on the hood louvers, because if they still had the shadows in, this is all you would see, right? It would look so distorted, but fortunately they made that correction and it looks a lot better. So is it Discount Tire, tires.com? I don't know. It's like a double wording or something. Got Ford right there. Cindric on the front windscreen. Got the Pennzoil and Ford logo. That would be cool to see Austin Cindric run a Pennzoil car. I don't think he's ran one yet in the Cup Series. Go to the front of the diecast. You have the whole front of the car, which appears to be a little bit lower on the left side compared to the right side. Got the number 2. Got Sunoco. Go to the left side of the diecast. Those iconic Penske liveries. And one thing I will say about Team Penske I think is really cool and very underrated in my opinion is they're known to stick to a certain paint scheme and run with it. Nowadays, they're very similar to how Hendrick used to be back in the 2000s, where Jimmy Johnson would have verbatim the same paint scheme every week almost. I mean, not every week, but, you know, his primary was pretty much the same. Jeff Gordon, pretty much the same. And as the years went on, you know, they kind of went to, once the Gen 6 era started, it was like every year Jimmy Johnson has to have a different livery. Every year, you know, Jeff Gordon and Dale Jr., X, Y, and Z. I really appreciate how Team Penske keeps a lot of their paint schemes the same, like their Menards car, which I'll show one right here. Yes, I understand it's a different hood logo every time they run almost, but the Menards car has pretty much been the same in, as far as the top 3 Penske cars since Blaney got there in 2018. It's pretty well, or not 2018, it was technically 2019 when they started doing this one. Because back in 2018, I want to, yeah, that was, I don't know. They had a different livery, I want to say, for Blaney. It was the all day glow car, but it didn't have like the front graphics. They changed it, I think, in 2019 with the Ford Mustang. But you get what I'm trying to say. The Shell Pennzoil car, they had that car for so many years. The Miller Lite car, they would probably still have the Miller Lite car, but you know, naturally they left the sport. So I really appreciate how Penske keeps their liveries the same. Got Cup Series, Goodyear. Number 2, Discount Tire, Auto Trader, Ford Performance. Got Freightliner, Menards. I like how the Menards logo doesn't have any yellow really there. You can see maybe a little faint one at the bottom. Actually, no. It looks really good because it kind of blends in with the paint scheme, so I like that. Notice the fuel insert's a little bit higher than normal. That's kind of interesting. Snap-on, Austin Cindric, a very large name rail there. That's pretty cool, or name rail decal. Got Ford PPG Mazak. Decal's a little bit cut off there. And safety clean. Go to the back panel of the diecast here. You have a interesting spoiler design where one side of it just your normal gloss black, but then you go to the back panel of it and it's like 80% of it is red. So that is definitely different. Got Discount Tire. Let's get you taken care of. Got Ford number 2. Go to the right side of the diecast here. And what a cool little car. You know, he won the Daytona 500 in that paint scheme. That's going to be what this livery is always known as. But then you think about the 2018 Brickyard. That was a huge win. I think about the 2010 Nationwide Championship. That was a huge win. And I imagine they'll probably win another one. They've won like 2 Martinsville races, so they got that going for them. And a part of a championship season, too, with Ryan Blaney in 2023. Got a little bit of a decal crease right there on this side. You got a little bit of a paint chip or something there. A little bit of hair, that's okay. Go at the top of the diecast. You have the number 2 once again. Of course, the decal is a little bit slanted, but that's all good. Got this one from our good friends at Circle B Diecast. Make sure to tap in. You can pick up all your Austin Cindric cars, your Ryan Blaney cars, or whoever you cheer for. Go ahead and tap in, pick up your favorite drivers today over there at Circle B. Got a little bit of a decal, a little extra that just kind of brushed off there. That kind of happens whenever they trim the decal wrap around the car. Sometimes they'll get little leftover pieces of the film, and sometimes they'll just stick to the car, and usually it comes off very easily. Like, I'm sure there we go. If I just gently scrape it off, it comes off the car, no biggie. Sometimes it happens. Literally, I've been collecting diecasts for so long, and you see a lot of diecasts, and it just usually removes easily, so no biggie there. Fantastic little looking car here. I like the livery. I hope they don't change it. I know some people want to see liveries change every year. I'm a fan of some liveries changing, but I want to keep some current. Like, I love seeing Larson's car every week. Because when you get, a Kyle Larson race to win diecast, right? And you have one from, his championship year in 2021. Then you have, the Fontana win in 2022. You have, the Richmond win in 2023, X, Y, and Z. You start putting them all together. Yes, it's the same livery, but they're all different. They all have their own characteristics because it's a race to win diecast. There's something really cool looking back at all those Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson race to wins throughout the years. And it's the same paint scheme, but they're completely different wins. And when you immediately see it, yes, it's the same paint scheme. You're like, oh, it's X, Y, and Z win. It's, it's the Daytona 500 win. It's a Talladega win. It's a whatever. I always love that, how when you have one consistent livery, it makes a really impressive collection, because from afar, everything's the same. But then you start looking at the, the race wear grime and confetti, and they all have their own character to it. Let me show you a couple other new diecast releases here in the studio. Check this one out. This is a Ross Chastain Trackhouse car. They have, obviously, the Ross Chastain one, but they also have the SVG one. Let me tell you, SVG diecast, hottest thing right now in the NASCAR diecast universe. Good luck trying to get the WeatherTech car. Good luck trying to get that one. The Red Bull car, possibly years from now, which, boom. Favorite diecast of the year. Love that Red Bull car. That one's probably going to be pretty popular. Who knows? Maybe the Trackhouse SVG car as well. I'm just saying, I'm shocked how popular his diecasts are getting. So what I'm trying to tell you as a collector from another collector, if you're a fan of that cat, I would put that on your front priorities in terms of diecast collecting, because it is much more popular than I anticipated. First ever NASCAR Diecast 164 for Elio Castroneves. You love to see it. That is always fantastic. And how about this? Chris Buescher, Watkins Glen race to win. Probably the most forgotten win of his career. Like, he won Watkins Glen last year, but no one talks about it. It's kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes me sad as a Buescher fan, but that's a great looking diecast. Oh, we bumped the camera. That's always cool. How about this? AJ Allmendinger race to win. That's always a fantastic car. How about this? Kind of similar to the Discount Tire car, the Sport Clips paint scheme there. And we have Connor Zilic, which probably will be a full-time Cup driver very soon. Let's not put the diecast up there because they'll probably fly around. But you have the KOA Chevrolet. Hey, that kind of rhymed. That's pretty cool. Got the Jimmy Johnson Carvana Desert car. That's a fun paint scheme right there for all you Jimmy Johnson fans, myself included. Got William Byron with the Valvoline car. That's a nice paint scheme. And, well, we showed this one earlier, and why not the Cardell Cabinetry, whatchamacallit, Menards car, that paint scheme. The yellow car, that's always bright and beautiful. So, anyways, we got all kinds of cool diecast releases. For the next, I would say probably next couple of weeks, the diecast will be kind of lean in terms of new 164s, but it's going to heat up. Later in the month of August, there'll be another substantially large diecast shipment of 164s. September is going to have a good amount of diecasts, probably more than August, so I might have to wait a little bit, but there'll be more 164s hopefully coming in soon. I love when they have 15 or 10 diecasts that drop at once, and it's like, oh my goodness, what do I review first? I love that so much. So blessed to do it. these reviews. I really do appreciate. Shout out to all the subscribers to the channel. 7,800 subscribers, man. I don't deserve any of that. I really don't. I appreciate it. God gets all the glory. You know, I'm the worst of all sinners. I don't deserve any of that. So I appreciate all the love and support. Everyone who's commenting on the videos and, you know, sharing the videos and giving the videos thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, fellas. Thank y'all for watching. Have a blessed one. Diecast Buffet. Signing off.